Plena bola. Beat from Niger, straight to the world. Now play for show. Oh, yeah, carry go.
Welcome once again. As usual, my name is Philip and
I'm Sam.
All right, so we will be looking at a couple of games that have been played over the weekend. So, Sam, what do you say?
Yes, from our last video, we are focusing on the preseason. So we spoke about the games that were to come, which was Arsenal versus Girona, Chelsea versus Spurs, Liverpool versus Leeds, Man City facing Inter Milan, United facing Atletico Madrid. Yes, so over the weekend, all those teams played. Starting from Arsenal, what do you think from their 4-1 victory against Girona?
So I mean, it was nothing that I wasn't expecting. You know, I expected a lot from them, even though it was their first preseason game.
Yeah,
but I still expected a lot from them, and as usual, you know, they did not disappoint.
Yeah.
I recall that you spoke about Solis.
Yeah, Christos Solis.
Solis, that new signing.
Yes.
And you know, even during the game, one of the commentators was saying the hype. You know, there's so much hype about the boy, and he delivered.
Yeah, one thing with Christos, like the price tag that we got him for was not so much demanding compared to every other winger that's flying around.
Right.
So like he comes with low pressure, low expectations. So with all those kind of players, they are already at ease. So they perform already at a very high level. And this is an Arsenal team that Arteta demands a lot from the team.
Yeah.
There's a structure already. So anybody that he brings in, like all the players, they just fit in like gloves. Right. So it was actually a good run around for the players. A lot of, like the first substitution came on around 32 minutes. So it was just like 30 minutes workout for some World Cup players.
Yeah.
And the ones that didn't go out, like they had like at least 45 minutes.
Right.
The likes of Lewis Kelly, Max Doman really played exceptionally well. So it was a really good run around for the players. Like everybody that watched the game, like they praised Arsenal. I was very impressed. Even if I wasn't surprised by the scoreline, but with the level of fitness being this their first official preseason game, so it was Arsenal really played on a very high level. So I was very impressed. It was a very good outing in Spain.
Yes, it was definitely very good, and a big shout to your boy Max.
Yeah,
you know,
Max
the level of maturity for him is amazing.
Like the kid is just 16 years old and he plays like with the level of as if he's in his mid-20s.
Exactly.
So he's really an expressive talent. Like everybody knows the kind of person he is. Everybody knows the kind of talent. He holds the record of the youngest highest goal scorer in the Premier League. So with that, it should already tell you a lot about him. He has he's very good on the ball. He can play from the wings or from the midfield. So he's a very exciting prospect for the English champions.
He's an English player.
Yeah, English player. Like, he's a very serious player. Like and we have the likes of we have the likes of MLS. So it's actually very good for us now.
Nice.
It's actually very good for us now.
Nice. Yeah, that's great. Great.
Yeah, and our next is Chelsea.
Yeah, so still keeping it in the London territory because Chelsea and the one of you guys next door
not London noisy
neighbors. You know?
Yeah. Chelsea disgraced themselves.
Well,
they disgraced themselves with 10 men into Spurs, and they still lost to a 10-man team.
They still lost 2-1
after all the substitution, because after all the players that Chelsea came up with. Like, I watched the game actually. The game was, to be fair to Alonso, it was a nice game. It was a very good game. Like, Chelsea played well for some time. Spurs played well. Like, it was if you play well for 10 minutes, I play well for 10 minutes. But at the end, nobody sees whether you play or it's just the result. But thank God this is preseason, and like preseason is not just about the results. It's about the minutes, it's about the fitness, it's about the cohesion, it's about everything. Even if the results count, because you will not want to be losing to your London neighbours, whether it's a preseason friendly or it's a Premier League game.
Right.
So, yeah, but all around the game was a good game. It was a very quiet game for Joao Pedro. I didn't expect that, but it was a very quiet game for Cole Palmer also. I don't know what's happening with him. I don't know, like.
Well, I think.
Do you think that Cole Palmer was an English hype from the beginning, or he's just having deep form?
So I think it's both of them. He came in, big name signing from Man City, and of course being a Man City player or academy player. Sorry,
he won the Champions League with them also. So
yeah, he's not just an ordinary player. He was really a big player. But again, thanks to the English press, they know how to hype their players, and so that kind of put a lot of pressure on him. But on a good day, and if left alone, he'll probably do well.
I'm not trying to banter him with Chelsea, because I've always been saying it. He had a very good first season with Chelsea.
Yeah,
a very good. But since then, it's been up and down. The consistency has been very bad. Some Chelsea fans will come up with injury, not being fit, but he had a full preseason. He didn't go with England to the World Cup, so I was expecting a more hungrier Cole Palmer this preseason. But
let's see if he's because last season was really bad, and to be honest, to be fair to Chelsea fans too, he did have a bit of injuries back and forth, but I think he is not completely. He's not fit. I think he's out of form. So he's still trying to struggle his way back to form.
Okay.
I give it to him like that, but let's see what happens with him.
Yeah, this season is going to be a defining season for him because there's no Europe, so he'll have all the rest.
All the rest. But before we get out of there, what can you say about Gallagher and those his tackle? This is a pre-season, for goodness sake.
He's a former Chelsea boy, so the level he will take the match is different from the way the level someone like Tonali or Yusugo will take the match. I feel he has something to prove.
Right,
yes. Since he had a very good season when he was on loan at
Atletico Madrid,
at Crystal Palace.
So
everybody was expecting him to come back to Chelsea's full main team, but they sold him to Atletico. Him not having the best period in Spain, then selling him back to England. So he feels there's an unfinished business for him in Chelsea. So he just wants to prove them wrong. So that tackle was actually a very dangerous tackle, because he's a friend. He got a yellow and he got away with it. But the game balanced at the end, and he had a cool head at the end.
Right.
So to your club, the biggest upset?
Liverpool versus Leeds.
I'll leave you to take the seat on this.
Yes, it was a game of two halves. A game of two halves. At the first half, Liverpool controlled the game, and it was just 2-0. But they controlled the game, and they barely played. Leeds barely got out of their own half. They were playing the whole game in the half of Leeds. And then at the second half, Leeds came in, and of course it was a big test for the two young defenders, Ifeanyi Ndukwe and Diaye. So even though again before Diaye came in, it was another young defender. So the point is that Liverpool have not played their first teamers in terms of defense, and even the Ifeanyi Ndukwe that did very, very well. He's not even going to be played. He's not granted work permit in the UK.
So it's just preseason, appearance.
Just preseason appearance, and then he'll be sent on loan because he has not gathered enough point to get this. And then
what's happening with Jackie? What's happening with Gomez? I thought that Jackie was meant to play.
Yes,
I think he was meant to play.
Jackie was meant to play,
and now with Jeremy Frimpong going on of injured also.
Yes, it was a precaution. It was a precaution that could have led to something very serious. So I think he felt something, and then he decided, let me go. Jackie, they're still managing him with his shoulder injury. He had a surgery in his shoulder, so they're still
managing him.
He's still feeling some pain. But somebody wrote in a comment that give him Tylenol, give him paracetamol, and let him play.
Ibuprofen, let him stand up.
Ibuprofen, let him stand up and play. So
you will not want to risk him for preseason.
Don't want to risk him,
considering the season has not yet started.
Joe Gomez, everybody knew that Joe Gomez can never be.
He's a breakable plate. He's a glass cup.
He's a glass cup. So, and he only managed 7 minutes after. Since then, it looks like
his body is failing him for that.
So it was.
But tactically, what went wrong? Because Liverpool was winning 2-0 first half.
Second half,
they conceded 4 goals.
Second half,
you cannot just blame it on the young centre half.
Well, the goals that they scored were, they were like schoolboys errors. That is, a more experienced defense would know what to do better. The 2 goals that came was just like a flick on, corner flick, and then.
So you're actually backing Jaola.
Oh yes. If you
actually backing him, like you love what you are seeing. Forget the mistakes here and there. You think he's the man to lead Liverpool to challenge for the title next season.
He's done what based on most of the people that played in the first half are pretty much going to be the first 11. Just remove 1 or 2 and add 1 or 2 people. Add people like Van Dijk and the rest of them at the back, and maybe Jackie comes back. So that first half was really exciting. The second half, we ended up playing with people like Scallion, Kumas.
Even this your young midfielder.
Nyoni?
Yes, he's actually very good. He's actually very good.
Actually, when they took off Trey Nyoni and then brought in Gravenberg was so out of form.
He had a long summer.
He enjoyed himself after the World Cup. That's one of the reasons we had. He couldn't make two passes, and then he lost the ball. Yeah, but anyway, so it was worrying. The result is worrying, but when you analyze the game very well, you will notice that it's something that can be fixed.
It's just a player issue, not.
Yes, just.
So you are seeing the tactics of your manager is working.
Yes, it is working.
Like he just needs 1 or 2 players to.
We really need more than 1 or 2 players. We need some players because we are out of depth. Once we lose our first 11, then we're in trouble.
Is your next match with Monaco? Like we'll see how far. We'll see how far you've gone.
Yes, we'll see
how far you've gone in prison because almost everybody should be back by then. The likes of Gakpo, the likes of Van Dijk, except for
McAllister.
Since he was in the final.
Every other person, even our new signing Victor Munoz has agreed to come in earlier.
He did participate in the World Cup, so it's not a shocker for him to come earlier. Okay, so moving to City. City played Inter Milan. It was a 1-1 draw, and they lost in penalties. And Semenyo is Semenyo.
Yeah,
he's actually a very serious player. I like him coming from the right, coming from the left. like, like he started the game from the left. He made the assist, but before then, he kept on disturbing his marker. He kept on going at him, dribbling him.
That's good.
And bringing crosses in. So he's a very dangerous player from the left, from the right, the center. Like he played all three. He really impressed me. Like his fitness was sharp.
That's good.
Like he made the goal for Mubamba, and they conceded again. That is where I see City lacking this year, in this upcoming season, at their defense. I think even last season you notice that they had like little issues here and there from their defense. But now I think after changing coaches and with the likes of Rodri, we are not certain about his future. I think they'll really suffer. I think they will suffer defensively. What do you think?
Yes. So we saw that coming towards the last season. Actually, 2 seasons ago.
Exactly.
And then last season it was a problem. So Moresca still has a few bit of while he was in Chelsea, he was still the defense team. So I think it's one area that he needs to really look at, because they have very good fighting power in the up front.
Even in midfield, they have good players.
In midfield, they have these players.
Small boy that came up, Makedo. He really impressed. Took his players on, drove from middle. He even hit the woodwork once. So they have exciting players up front. With the likes of Savinho also. We are not sure whether he's going to go to Tottenham or not. But in their defense, even the likes of Diaz, Kuzanov, Gavio, they are all shaky. And personally, they are all shaky. So with Donnarumma not being the best, I don't think he's the best. Like, he's a good shot stopper, but I don't think he has all the qualities to save his team in all moments.
Exactly, he doesn't.
So I think defensively, it's going to be a big problem for City this coming season. So, it's their next match against All Stars, K-League All Stars. Even if it's still a minor team, it's easy to build more fitness, because this last match was their first preseason game. So, I expect more from Maresca. Even with most of his fans online saying that they played well, they enjoyed his tactics. So we'll see more coming from the coming weeks.
Definitely, we'll see more from the coming
weeks. Yeah. So to Manchester United, they had a very nice game. Or let me just say, a very nice game against Atletico Madrid. Like you always say, it was a game of 2 halves. Also, they won the first half. They lost the first half and won the second half. So, and watching the game, Atletico Madrid being Atletico Madrid, they will play very well. Once they score you, they'll go defensive.
Yes.
So they got to score Man from a set play, but after that goal, it was just all United. United did not create a lot of clear-cut chances, but they had more possession. They had more shots on goal.
They dominated
the game in every other aspect.
Yes.
Until the second half, that they stood up to the challenge. So I was a bit surprised. For reasons I don't know why I was even surprised, but looking at the game at the end, I was like, okay, I don't see why United cannot beat Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, all right.
I don't see why, because if you are going player for player, like they always say, they have the best players.
Yeah, they had.
The only thing that you can say, okay, Atletico has over them is the longevity with their manager. They've played together with their manager, but Atletico is still Atletico. Everybody knows the kind of game that Simeone plays. So
right.
I really expected them to win, and yes, they won. But I'm not too surprised that they won.
Yeah. So I would say that it was a good game for Man United, and I am particularly impressed with the young Lacey. Yes.
Yeah, he's the one that caused the penalty.
Yeah, he did. So I am particularly interested, and it will be interesting to see how much he's going to play in the season, because he is practically occupying the positions where people like Cunha, Ahmad play. So I would like to see if he will be given those kind of chances.
The good thing with Manchester United that they're in Europe this season, so there will be a lot of opportunities for him to prove himself. Because every fan, they love seeing their academy product and flourish in the main team.
Right.
So it's like he's actually a player to watch. Like it will be exciting to see an academy prospect and prosper for the main team. So yeah, we'll be looking forward to that. It's from their next match also. They'll be playing PSG on the 8th of August. So they had it is a very good match. It will be a very good match. Then if Man U win that one, I'll say okay, I'm surprised.
All right, yeah.
Because it will be a very good outing for PSG. It will be a very good outing for United also. So I can't wait to see the match.
Yeah, that's a game to watch.
Yeah, let me see how the players can take care of themselves.
By then they should have about almost everybody back.
Yes.
So that is a very good judge of the game at that time.
Yes. Yeah. So yes, I have a question for you though.
Okay.
With everybody that you've seen, with all the transfers that you've seen, which manager among the top 6, the top 7, do you think will be relieved of his duty first? Which manager do you think will be the least performing manager? The most disappointing manager? Which manager do you think would, like, you expected more from him, but
it's not,
like he's not delivering?
He's not delivering.
Yes.
Okay, so my top worst delivering manager would be, maybe because of my bias for them or for him himself, because I haven't seen him yet as a top manager yet. I mean, he has done very well, but I've not seen him until he wins something. Will still be Man United's
Michael Carrick.
Man United's Michael Carrick. I think this will be his toughest full season because he gets to play in the league,
in the top flight.
Yes, top flight, and he gets to play in the Champions League. I need to see how he's able to manage players, manage game time, manage pressure and everything.
That comes with it.
That would be one. I'm going to throw in my manager too, Iraola, because he's shown that he can build a team. He's shown that he can, gradually stamp his feet, and he's more present during training. But also, again, just like Carrick, he has not been able to play in the top flight, where Champions League, manage players,
where the pressure is high.
Exactly. To make things worse for him, he's also not giving the kind of players that.
That's just where I wanted to come in, because I think also it will be Carrick, but if Liverpool don't sign players, it will be Iraola, because we all know that Isak cannot play 38 games in 38 Premier League games. He cannot play 38 out of 38. We all know that Ekitike is still long months away.
Yeah.
So your best opportunity or your best player playing there will have to be Gakpo if you don't sell him to Spurs. So if you don't bring in the numbers with defense, Williams is not a strong, he's not fit, he's never fit. Frimpong is not a right back. I think he's more of a wing back in a 3-back system. A centre back, you need someone to replace Konate. And with Kekes has not still proved himself in the top club, because I think last season was up and down season for him. You have good games, you have not so good games, you have average games, you have bad games, and now there's no Robertson. So if Kekes is not having a good game, you have to rely on Tsimikas, which I don't think he's Liverpool's first choice level.
Right.
Knowing the fact now, also Alisson cannot play 38 games without injury. He's one of the most injury-prone
yeah,
goalkeepers. Every season he must either thigh, hamstring,
yes,
and groin, something. So
yes.
if the board or the owners of Liverpool don't bring in numbers, and I'm not saying numbers for it to bring in anybody, if they don't bring in good numbers, I think Iraola, Liverpool, they are not used to sacking managers mid-season, but I think Liverpool will have a bad season or not so good season.
Yeah, right. So the question is, which manager will be on the line?
Yes,
That's the question.
yes.
So the only reason why I do not think that Raiola will be on the line is because I think he, even if he's not doing, he's not there yet.
Yeah, the board will
terms of
still
the
give
number.
him the leeway.
Yeah, not just the board. I think the fans,
fans
will
also
also give
wonder-
him,
yes, will also give
especially
him
if he's
time.
able to, bring out some exciting players. There are a few young players there that can do well, like Kumas, and already Trey. He's giving him chance, and Trey seems to be one of our best players in pre-season. So people will understand. People will be able to separate the manager from the board and say, okay, the problem Liverpool had last year was that and Slot could not bring out the best
from his team,
the players that he was given. So that's the thing. So if
and these actually
get VS firing,
yes,
get Isak whenever. Can you imagine at some point Isak was having 7 touches all through a game? Who does that? 7 touches.
Isak that draws it. But I also think this coming season will be a very vital one for Florian Wirtz.
Yes.
And Isak also.
Yes.
Because of the commanding price tag that they.
Yes, I
think the price tag that they commanded last.
I think they will be
transfer window, last summer transfer window. So it will be a very vital one.
So another person I'm going to put in that list will now be Enzo Maresca.
I think Maresca will be okay
if he doesn't do that, and then Alonso
will have no excuse, but I think because the board will be a little bit patient with him.
Yeah, that's because of the board. I'm not sure how much patient they will be with him.
I think
maybe not sack him.
I think more of the fans will be a little bit patient with him.
Maybe not sack him, but interfere with his business. That's my own take.
Okay. Why I even said Carrick, because from his career after he was the caretaker for Man U for a bit at first before he went to Middlesbrough half season, and he almost took them to the playoffs. They now gave him the full season. He performed disastrously bad. They sacked him. He parted ways with the club. No. So like you said, he has not proved himself as a top manager. It's just like what happened with United last season. It's just like what happened with Middlesbrough. He took United to the Champions League after them starting bad, and now they are giving him the full job role. So I don't think he's that kind of manager yet. Comparing him with the top managers in the league, the likes of Arteta, Enzo, Alonso, Iraola, even Dichebi. I think they are all better managers, better tacticians than he is. But if United can give him world-class players, very good players, he's that kind of manager that can assemble the good players to play good, to perform well. But if you just give him normal players to build a team with these normal players, I don't see him performing. So it's going to be, he's one of the first names on the list that I think that will be very disappointing, considering how well they did at the end of last season, also from January, that the fans were shouting that if the league started January, they would have won the league. That if Carrick was the one that started the season with them, they would have won, and all that. You just have to. I don't think he's that kind of manager. I don't think he's that kind of tactician yet. But like I said, it's just time that will tell.
Yeah, so it will be interesting, fans, for us to see who you guys would mention. Please put it on the chat, and let's hear what you guys think about who you think will be the first among the top
Managers,
six
yeah,
managers that will
will get the sack.
get the sack, or maybe get the threat to sack.
We can't wait for the next set of preseason games. Man U versus PSG, City versus the All-Star League,
Yes,
Liverpool versus Monaco.
yeah.
Arsenal is already in Ireland now. I think they have to play Real Betis and Chelsea. I think AC Milan also. So these are the next preseason games. Like, we can't wait to see where other teams are with the likes of like with their fitness level and all. So
Yeah,
so we can talk more about them.
yes, in the next meeting we'll talk
Yes.
about them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once again, thank you, fans, for
Thank you for
joining us.
We encourage you to watch. We encourage you to like. We encourage you to share, and we also
subscribe.
encourage you to subscribe.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. See you soon.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye.